As women age, society often places an undue focus on physical beauty, youthful skin, toned bodies, and a wardrobe full of expensive clothes. But what really makes a woman captivating, magnetic, and unforgettable, especially after 60, goes beyond mere appearance. In fact, the most attractive traits women over 60 possess have little to do with how they look at all. Instead, they stem from a deep understanding of self, a sense of inner strength, and an ability to inspire those around them with their presence. There are 8 simple but powerful traits that can elevate a woman's magnetism, making her more attractive than she ever imagined. The final trait on this list, in particular, has the potential to completely change how you see yourself. So, don't click away. By the end of this article, you might just realize that you're already far more attractive than you ever realized. Confidence in your own skin. The key to unstoppable attraction. Confidence is the most attractive thing you can wear at any age. It's the secret ingredient that allows you to shine, to make an impact in any room, and to truly embrace your life as it is. When you think of someone who captivates an audience or draws attention without effort, it's often not because of their physical appearance, but because of how they carry themselves. A woman exuding confidence doesn't need to try hard to be noticed. It's a natural, magnetic force that draws people toward her. But let's be honest, confidence isn't always easy. We live in a world where women are constantly told to be smaller, quieter, and younger. Society often imposes unrealistic standards that suggest women should constantly strive to look like they did when they were younger. These pressures can make even the most self-assured woman question herself, but it's crucial to recognize that true confidence comes not from appearance but from self-acceptance. When you embrace who you are at any stage of life, you radiate confidence. Real-life example. Think of a time when you saw a woman who wasn't trying to impress anyone, yet she stood out. Perhaps she was not the youngest in the room, but there was something undeniable about her presence. Maybe her posture was perfect, her movements graceful, or her voice was steady and sure. This woman wasn't chasing youth. She had come to terms with who she was. Confidence in herself radiated through everything she did. She spoke with clarity, laughed with ease, and most importantly, she accepted her life and experiences without apology. That's the power of confidence. How to embrace confidence. Today, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about standing tall in the truth of who you are. So, what can you do to cultivate this self-assurance today? 1. Stop comparing yourself. You are not the woman next to you, nor are you your younger self. Embrace the fact that you are unique and that your journey is yours alone. The only comparison that matters is between who you were yesterday and who you are today, and both versions of yourself are beautiful. 2. Wear what makes you feel amazing. Forget about age-appropriate fashion, trends, or what's in. Focus on what makes you feel great. The clothes that make you smile when you look in the mirror. When you feel good in your outfit, it's easier to project confidence. 3. Fix your posture. Whether sitting or standing, straightening your back and pulling your shoulders back instantly changes how you feel. It's a simple physical shift that can make you feel more powerful and confident. 4. Speak with conviction. Whether you're ordering a cup of coffee or presenting a speech, own your words. Speak clearly and confidently, and remember that your thoughts are valuable. Your voice carries weight, so let it be heard. 5. Look in the mirror and say, "I am enough." The most powerful affirmation you can tell yourself is that you are enough. Stop waiting for others to give you permission to feel confident. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. When you choose to embrace confidence, you not only inspire yourself, but also those around you. True confidence becomes a cycle of empowerment that positively affects everyone you encounter. A genuine smile, the universal language of warmth. There's something incredibly magnetic about a woman who genuinely smiles. A warm, heartfelt smile is one of the most captivating traits you can possess. And the best part? It costs absolutely nothing. In fact, a smile is often the first thing people notice about you before they hear your voice or even see your outfit. It speaks volumes about your personality, your warmth, and your approachability. When you flash a smile, it's more than just a facial expression. It's a signal to others that you are open, kind, and easy to be around. A forced smile might convey politeness, but a genuine smile creates a connection that's far more meaningful. Real-life example. Think about a time when a stranger smiled at you unexpectedly. Maybe you were having a difficult day, feeling lost in thought, and out of nowhere, someone offered you a warm, genuine smile. For just a moment, you felt lighter. That simple act of kindness can turn someone's day around. Your smile holds the same power. It can change someone's entire mood with just a glance. The science behind your smile. Smiling isn't just an outward expression. It actually impacts how you feel inside. When you smile, your brain releases endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine, all feel-good chemicals that help reduce stress and boost your mood. These natural, happy hormones not only make you feel better, but also improve the way others perceive you. Moreover, when you smile at someone, their brain instinctively tells them to smile back. Smiling creates an immediate bond between you and others, and that bond is magnetic. How to embrace this today. Smiling isn't about pretending to be happy all the time. It's about finding joy in the small moments. Start by noticing the little things in your life that bring you joy. Whether it's sipping your morning coffee, enjoying a beautiful sunset, or receiving a sweet text from a friend. Let these moments of happiness show in your smile. Practice smiling at strangers, whether or not they smile back. It's the act of offering warmth and positivity that makes the difference. And when you see your reflection in the mirror, smile. Not to critique yourself, but to acknowledge how far you've come in life. Your smile reflects your strength, your journey, and your resilience. As you age, your smile becomes even more powerful because it carries history. Every laugh line and every wrinkle is a testament to the joys and sorrows you've experienced, making your smile all the more meaningful and captivating. A kind heart, the undeniable power of compassion. It's often said that true beauty comes from within, and there's no better example of this than the power of kindness. A kind heart is one of the most impactful traits a woman can possess. It's what makes you unforgettable to others. Kindness isn't fleeting. It doesn't depend on your age, your appearance, or your material possessions. Instead, kindness is something that transcends all superficial markers of beauty. It's rooted in how you make others feel, how you uplift them, show them empathy, and offer a listening ear when they need it most. In a world that often values outward appearance or status, a kind heart stands out like a beacon. People remember those who are kind, who offer comfort in times of distress, and who give without expecting anything in return. Real-life example. Think back to a time when someone showed you kindness. Perhaps it was a friend who stayed up late to listen to your troubles, or a stranger who offered you a seat on the bus. That moment of kindness stayed with you, didn't it? Now, think about how your kindness could leave a lasting impact on others in the same way. How to embrace. This today, kindness doesn't have to be grand gestures. It's often the small acts that matter most. Here are a few ways to begin embracing kindness in your everyday life. 1. Give genuine compliments. If you notice something positive about someone, say it. Compliment a friend on their smile, a colleague on their outfit, or a stranger on their energy. You never know how much your words can lift someone's spirits. 2. Practice deep listening. When someone is speaking to you, give them your full attention. Listen without interrupting, and show that you value their words. This small act can make someone feel truly heard and appreciated. 3. Offer small acts of kindness. A handwritten note, A text to check in on someone, or a simple thank you can go a long way in making someone's day better. These small actions often have a far-reaching impact. 4. Be patient. Life can be challenging, and everyone is facing their own battles. Be patient with others and with yourself. A little bit of patience can go a long way in fostering a sense of peace and goodwill. The power of kindness as you age. As you age, your kindness takes on even greater significance. It's not just that you've lived longer, but that you've lived through a series of experiences that have taught you the value of empathy and compassion. Your kindness is not only an act of generosity, but a reflection of your wisdom. The ability to give without expecting anything in return is powerful, and it makes you not only more attractive, but also more impactful. When you choose to be kind, you create a safe space for others. You become the kind of person that others want to be around, and in turn, your kindness will reflect back onto you, making you feel more connected, more valued, and more beautiful than ever. The spark of curiosity, embracing life with a passion for learning. There is a certain vibrancy in women who are curious, who are always seeking new experiences, and who never stop learning. Curiosity isn't just for the young. It's a trait that knows no age limit. When you are curious, you stay engaged with the world around you, and that engagement keeps you feeling alive, vibrant, and endlessly attractive. Being curious means having an open mind, a willingness to explore, and a hunger to understand the world on a deeper level. It makes you interesting to be around, because you bring new ideas and perspectives to any conversation. More importantly, it keeps you young in spirit, allowing you to continually grow and evolve with the world. Sure, I'll expand the provided paragraph with more depth, context, and vivid descriptions, breaking it into sections for clarity. The result will be a more comprehensive exploration of the ideas and principles you've highlighted. The power of curiosity. A lifelong journey. Curiosity is one of the most essential and magnetic traits a person can possess. It is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the world and keeps life vibrant, exciting, and filled with potential. At its core, curiosity is the driving force behind learning, growth, and personal development. But why is curiosity so important? Curiosity acts as a bridge between what we know and what we have yet to discover. When we remain curious, we affirm that we are not done exploring the world, that we still have much to experience and understand. When we stop being curious, the world seems to shrink. Life becomes mundane, repetitive, and less engaging. This sense of stagnation, when coupled with a disinterest in the unknown, can make individuals feel uninspired and disconnected from the present moment. However, when we remain curious, we open ourselves to endless possibilities. We embrace the idea that life is an ever-evolving journey that can only be fully appreciated when we actively seek to understand it. This attitude transforms us into dynamic individuals who are constantly learning, growing, and adapting to the world around us. Real life. Example: the curious mind. Think about someone you deeply enjoy talking to. Perhaps it's a close friend, a family member, or even a mentor. The chances are, the person you most enjoy conversing with is curious. They ask questions, listen attentively, and engage with you about both the present and the future. This person doesn't live in the past or only talk about what was. Instead, they are genuinely interested in what's happening now, in your thoughts, your opinions, and your dreams. That interest is captivating. It draws you in and makes conversations feel more meaningful. Now consider someone who has lost their curiosity. They seem content to talk only about how things used to be or how much better life once was. They reject anything new or unfamiliar, living in a bubble of comfort that has slowly become stifling. This person often complains about the present, unable or unwilling to appreciate the beauty or possibilities that surround them. Their conversations tend to be less engaging, as they rarely ask questions or invite others into a discussion. They aren't interested in learning, and consequently, they don't inspire others to do the same. In this comparison, the curious person is undoubtedly more engaging, more attractive to be around, and ultimately more magnetic. The key to embracing curiosity is not about mastering every subject, but rather staying open to new ideas, asking questions, and being willing to explore what you don't yet know. Embracing curiosity. How to start today. Curiosity doesn't have to manifest in grand gestures or drastic changes. In fact, small, intentional actions can have a huge impact. If you want to become more curious, start by asking more questions. Whether you're talking to a friend, a colleague, a stranger, or even a young child, take the time to learn about their experiences, their opinions, and their passions. People appreciate when they are genuinely heard and valued. The simple act of asking about someone's day, interests, or thoughts can open the door to richer conversations and a deeper understanding of the world. In addition to asking questions, try something new. It doesn't have to be a huge leap outside your comfort zone. It can be as simple as reading a book on a topic you've never explored, watching a documentary about a different culture, or cooking a new recipe. The goal is to break free from the routine and engage with the unknown. It could also mean saying yes to new opportunities that may seem intimidating at first, but hold the potential for growth and discovery. Consider taking a class, joining a new social group, or participating in an activity you would never have imagined trying before. These experiences enrich your life and keep your curiosity alive. Instead of saying, "I don't understand technology," reframe it as, "I'd love to learn more about it." Instead of saying, "Things aren't like they used to be," try saying, "Tell me more about how things work now." This subtle shift in language reflects an openness to the new and a willingness to grow. Why curiosity makes you more attractive. One of the most magnetic qualities a person can have is a natural sense of curiosity. A curious woman is never boring. She keeps conversations engaging and dynamic, offering a sense of adventure and excitement. No matter her age, curiosity breathes life into her interactions and keeps her young at heart. People are drawn to her because she exudes a contagious enthusiasm for life and a sense of wonder that never fades. In contrast, as we age, it's not the physical signs of aging that can make us feel old. It is the loss of curiosity that can drain us of vitality. When we stop being interested in the world around us, we close ourselves off from the joy and excitement that can come with discovery. But as long as we maintain curiosity, we continue to engage with the world in meaningful ways, and others are naturally attracted to that energy. Trait number 5. A strong sense of purpose. Another trait that makes a woman magnetic is having a strong sense of purpose. Purpose is not necessarily about having a big career goal or mission. It's about having something that gives your life meaning and direction. It could be something as simple as being a source of love and wisdom for your family, volunteering in your community, or pursuing a personal passion that ignites you. Purpose fuels your energy and shapes your actions, making you feel more fulfilled, engaged, and passionate about life. Women who lose their sense of purpose often feel disconnected, invisible, or like they don't matter as much anymore. They may experience feelings of aimlessness or struggle to find motivation. However, women who wake up each day with a clear sense of purpose radiate confidence and vitality. They exude an energy that draws others in. Whether they are passionate about helping others, learning, creating, or exploring new ideas, these women approach each day with intention, and that focused energy makes them incredibly attractive to be around. Real life. Example: a life of purpose. Think about someone you admire, perhaps a mentor, family member, or friend. Chances are they have something in their life that gives them a deep sense of purpose. Maybe they dedicate time to volunteering, care for others in meaningful ways, or pursue a hobby that brings them joy. They don't simply drift through life waiting for things to happen. Instead, they show up every day with intention and passion, and this energy is palpable. People notice how alive they seem, how grounded and fulfilled they are. Purpose is unique to each individual. It doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. The important thing is that it adds meaning to your life and propels you forward with excitement. When you have a purpose, you're constantly growing, learning, and evolving. Whether it's through new skills, hobbies, or relationships, purpose gives your life direction and depth. How to embrace purpose. Today, if you want to embrace a greater sense of purpose, start by asking yourself, what makes me feel excited, alive, and fulfilled? Purpose can be found in the smallest of activities: gardening, painting, writing, or simply spending quality time with loved ones. Don't underestimate the power of small joys. Purpose doesn't need to be world-altering. It simply needs to make you feel engaged with life. One way to further embrace purpose is to engage with your community. Volunteer, join a local group, or mentor someone younger. Helping others not only gives your life greater meaning, but also creates a positive impact on those around you. Keep learning and evolving. A woman with purpose is always growing, whether through new experiences, learning, or exploring new skills. The more you learn, the more fulfilled you become, and the more energy you exude. Trait number 6, the grace of adapting to change. Life is constantly changing. As we age, relationships evolve, careers shift, bodies change, and our circumstances may take unexpected turns. The ability to adapt to these changes with grace is one of the most attractive traits a person can have. Life's changes can either feel overwhelming or exhilarating, depending on how we choose to approach them. Those who resist change often feel bitter, stuck, or unfulfilled. However, those who embrace change with resilience and grace are admired for their strength and wisdom. Grace is not about perfection or remaining unchanged. It is about how you respond to life's challenges. It's about maintaining composure, finding new solutions, and moving forward with a positive attitude. A woman who adapts to change with grace is powerful because she shows others how to navigate life's ups and downs with poise and strength. Real-life example. Grace in action. Think about someone in your life who seems to handle challenges with calmness and resilience. When things don't go as planned, they don't panic. Instead, they adjust their course, keep their cool, and find a way to thrive. This ability to move through life's challenges with grace is both powerful and magnetic. People are drawn to this kind of strength because it provides a sense of stability and wisdom. A person who can move forward, even in difficult circumstances, is someone who inspires others to do the same. How to embrace grace. Today, adapting to change with grace begins with accepting what you cannot control. Instead of resisting or complaining about change, ask yourself, how can I grow from this? Keep an open mind and stay curious about new experiences. Change often brings unexpected blessings, even though they may not be immediately obvious. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and support your growth. These positive influences will help you navigate changes with a sense of optimism and strength. Remember, life will change, but you have the power to rise with it. This ability to flow with change is what makes you unforgettable.